Hello and welcome to today's coverage of Watford versus Coventry United ladies in the FA Women's National League Cup. Liam Cook with you throughout today's match in Kings Langley as Watford push on early on, looking for the opening goal. Simple save at the near post there. That was Katie O'Leary rolling it towards the near post as Coventry United ladies break down the left hand side again. We'll get into the team news when we get a short break in play. And that breaking play comes now. So the Coventry United, the team news today. Number 1, Sue Wood. Number 2, Laura McGlone. Number 3, Janice Austin. 4, Jade Brooke. 5, Nikki Miles. 6, Tash Merritt. 7, Amber Hughes. 8, Maz Gauntlet. 9, Amy Wavin. 10, Lois Jeffries. 11, Rosie McDonald. An unchanged lineup for the Red and Green girls. McDonald. Cross charge down. And Green girls looking to put themselves in the lead in the early going. Just 1 minute played at Kings Langley and they're already on the assault. Jeffries sandwiched between 2 Golden Girls players. Watford can't clear. Gauntlet. After the cross in towards Amber Hughes. Just bounces past the winger. Covered up by the defender next to her. With the ball bouncing an inch past the boot of Hughes. So into the Watford lineup. Number 1, Veronica Baranovska. Number 6, Sammy Holsworth. Number 5, Georgie O'Halloran. Number 4, Emily Hill. Number 8, Alicia Stockio Down. Number 18, Danielle Scanlon. 14, Katie O'Leary. Number 17, Linda. Okay, the handwriting's really bad on that one, but I believe it's Afukwa. Linda Afukwa. And then number 11, Laura Baker. Number 10, Helen Ward. And number 3, Kat Huggins. So those are starting lineups here. We're a little bit late starting on Coventry United TV. A couple of technical issues with the Wi-Fi. But we are on air now. I'm ready for a fantastic afternoon of football. A very wet Kings Langley FC. With the league rivals going head-to-head. Watford versus Coventry United. First and second in the FA Women's National League Southern Premier Division. It's all about the cup today, though, as Gauntlet tees up Jade Brooke for one of those signature efforts from the edge of the penalty area. This time it doesn't pay off, though, and it heads wide. Baranovska's goal. Reminder, if today's match goes beyond 90 minutes, then it will be extra time and penalties. No replays in the Women's National League Cup, so if it's all square at the 90, we're going for another 30 minutes, maybe even more. Okay, down the right hand side, intercepted well by Huggins. There's Laura McGlone. Sap it over the white line just inside United turf. Stop the potential counter from O'Leary. Throw up line, not of the field by Amber Hughes. McGlone couldn't reach it before O'Leary. Deflected pass back to O'Leary. It's Katie O'Leary into the penalty area. Dinks it in, but it bounces across the face of goal. Afukwa was the only Watford player in the vicinity. It wasn't going to get anything on it. The ball bounces past the Watford number 4, but it rolls back to the keeper, Baranovska. As Jeffries tried to catch up with it, but here's Amber Hughes. United have another opportunity. Now Jeffries on the edge of the area, covered off. Now Gauntlet switches the play to Jade Brooke, the player of the month for Coventry United ladies. Brooke, and it's palmed over the woodwork by Baranovska. An early corner for the Red and Green girls. We'll be keeping you up to date with the latest goings on from the Butts Park Arena as the Coventry United men's team hosts Wednesfield in the FA Vase. Amber Hughes places the ball. 3 Red and Green girls at the far post. Merritt, Miles and Jeffries in there. Flicked on with the head. Merritt bouncing around the penalty area. Miles cannons off the Watford defender. Back out to Brooke. The danger is not done for Watford so far. Miles that take a deflection? No, it didn't. A volleyed effort skews wide. 5 minutes gone in the FA Women's National League Cup. Watford ladies 0, Coventry United ladies 0. The current score. Highlights of today's match can be found on YouTube tomorrow morning. YouTube.com/Coventry United TV, the place to find all of your Coventry United men's and ladies matches this season. Watford do have their own highlights, but ours has Coventry, so why not give ours a go as well? Although I don't think much of the commentator. Jeffrey's dispossessed, and there's plenty of space for the Watford number 17. A Fukwa, she can keep it in. She has indeed. Now takes on Janice Austin. Shoulder to shoulder with a former West Ham defender. Who has that come off last? It's going to be a Watford corner. So going to take the caller is Kat Huggins, the Watford number 3. Short one to Fukwa. Huggins again. And flipped off the head of the Watford number 11 and sent over the crossbar by Helen Ward. Baker with the initial effort towards the goal, flicking off the head of the Watford attacker. And the secondary effort from Helen Ward is not going to cause Sue Wood any sort of issues. And we are going to need another ball, I believe. In fact, no, we've got to be able to get the original one, so get ourselves underway once more. Both sides would have preferred to have had different opposition in this competition, as of course the Red and Green Girls and the Golden Girls meet next week in the FA Women's National League Southern Premier Division. And that will be at Daventry as United win themselves a throw. Rosa McDonald tries to take the quick throw. She's called back by the ref, and in fact it will be Shanice Austin now taking it for Coventry United ladies. Simple one played into the back three with Nikki Miles. Still no sign of Nat Haig in the United lineup. She awaits international clearance at her short spell in Denmark. Amber Hughes takes on Huggins. Doesn't find a way into the box, but she does get a corner out of it. So far, so good for Jay Bradford's side. They're holding their own. But they'll want to do more than that. They want to take a step closer to the final. Just one step away from the grand final last year, losing to Blackburn in the semi-finals. And the corner kick goes straight out of play from Amber Hughes. Veronica Baranowska places the ball in her 6-yard box. And is ready to launch this one clear. Baranowska's ball into a congested midfield. Mouse Gauntlet wins it in the air. Amy Wavin nods it down to Jade Brooke, who lofts it down the right-hand side. Amber Hughes will give chase, but it looks like it's Baranowska's ball, and it is indeed as it rolls over the white line. Hughes may be quick, but she's not that quick. United number 7 playing at right wing back today in the absence of the injured Helen Dermody, who suffered a broken bone in her foot. She's going to be out for, we believe, around a month. We'll be asking Jay Bradford her thoughts on today's match in the final whistle, our exclusive post-match interview here on CUTV, so make sure to look for that after the break. Volleyed upfield by Austin from midfield. Put it down for Hughes by the defender. McDonald. Jeffries were beaten to it by O'Halloran. Austin's header again only finds a yellow and black shirt, but the Red and Green Girls intercept once more. Nikki Miles lofted ball to the right, and again it evades Hughes. Bounces out of play for a throw in to Watford on the left hand side of their own penalty area, so they're going to try and find their way out of a dangerous position here. There's the throw up line. Scanlon only find merit under pressure. Gauntlet first time pass to Jade Brooke. Forced towards the right hand side by Stoico Down, and ultimately dispossessed by Watford. And can the Golden Girls begin the counter? No, they can't, as Sue Wood, A soft pass to the right. Finds Laura McGlone. Playing as part of a back three with wing backs. McGlone usually a centre mid, but a second to her new position like a duck to water. Former Swindon player. The pass cannons off the Watford winger. Ward. Nicky Miles gets stuck in and blocks Ward from the ball. Played back to Sue Wood, the United skipper. Curls one to the left. Here's Rosie McDonald, the Yorkshire left back. Austin. Wilson upfield. Doesn't find Jeffries, but she'll get it now from Rosie McDonald. Deflected off Hill. Jeffries went to ground. There was no contact there between Hill and Jeffries. It will be a throw into Watford. The ball connecting with Jeffries last before it went out. It will be a Coventry United throw. It's a poor throw. Yeah, it took the best of throws either from Janice Austin, but United have got themselves a free kick and infringement from the Watford number 6, Sammy Holsworth on Lois Jeffries. Merritt dinks one upfield to Rosie McDonald, looks for the cross, McDonald in, Amy Wavin trying to get the header towards goal. I think one of them did get something on it, but behind her was Georgie O'Halloran to send it out for the corner. We've had 10 minutes at Kings Langley FC. Watford ladies 0, Coventry United ladies 0, the current score in the FA Women's National League Cup. McDonald is on set piece duties. So Amber Hughes to send it in. Towards Merritt at the far post, heads into the ground, Amy Wavin. And it's kept in and volleyed clear. The slippery conditions in that penalty area will certainly make things interesting, but Watford defenders coping well thus far. Hughes looks for Jeffries, and it's a Fukwa to send it out of play, another 10 yards downfield. Hughes will not be deterred and throws up line for Lois Jeffries. Chest controlled by the young attacker. Handball claims. Referee does not want to know. Jeffries, gauntlet, rolls it to the right. That should be Brooks' ball. McDonald's up line. Swap wings with Amber Hughes for the time being. Cross charge down. And that will be a Coventry United ball. And a free kick, I believe, has been given. It has indeed. So Coventry United with the free kick. Brooke going shoulder to shoulder with Katie O'Leary. The referee has seen something that he doesn't like. Coventry United can't afford to waste chances like these against a team like Watford. Solid at the back, solid up front. He's in. Count the head of Merritt there, and Danford, Shanice Austin, charged down by the goalkeeper Baranovska and cleared. With Merritt trying to get in on the action too. It comes back in from Amber Hughes, but it's kind of the Watford defender. Here's Jade Brooke. Holds off Scanlon. Now Amber Hughes. Hughes tries one. An inch or two over the woodwork with Coventry United with two cracking opportunities to put one over on the Golden Girls in the opening 15 minutes. Baranovska raced off her line. Just smothering effort from Janice Austin, and Merritt couldn't get to the rebound before it was cleared by a Golden Girls defender. Whoever Hughes was going for goal herself, trying to whip it in from the right. It wasn't a million miles away from finding the net for the first time. McDonald. Pass didn't quite have the power on it, but it has found Jeffries with a shirt pulling there from behind by Halsworth. Referee allows it. Jeffries. Merritt just gets the ball towards the right side before Afukwa came across her. Doesn't quite find Amber Hughes. It bounces away from the number 7. Jade Brooke on it now. Hughes trying to flick it on. It won't find the United Player of the Month. Now Watford looking to start the counter, but forced back into their own half. Lob to the right. Here's Holsworth. If she can reach it, she slides in. She got something on the ball, but not enough to keep it away from that white line. And Rose McDonald immediately on the throw. Lois Jeffries' first touch wasn't perfect. The Watford defender can only fire it out of touch again. It's shielded out of play by Rosie McDonald. Janice Austin. All the way back to the goalkeeper, Sue Wood. Patient play from Coventry United. Miles. United centre-back. Lost one over the defence. Offside claims from the Watford supporters, but it doesn't matter as McDonald wasn't reaching it anyway. And it's into the hands of Veronika Baranovska between the six for Watford. Passes to Baker. Challenge from behind by Merritt. Scanlon. It's an option on the right. Nodded back into United territory by Janice Austin. And the slide by Baker has been called upon by the referee. Baker didn't get the ball, but she slid in on Merritt, and the referee has given the free kick. United seem to have taken initiative in the opening 15 minutes, just about. Miles looks for Hughes on the right. Doesn't quite have the power behind it. And nodded into touch on the right side by Kat Huggins. It's a quick throw, a 1-2 between Hughes and Brooke. Hughes skips away from the challenge and plays it back to Brooke. And a lunge in by O'Leary, doesn't take Brooke off her feet. And poor defending can allow United in here with Amy Wavin. And if it wasn't for a brilliant parry by Baranovska, Watford would be behind. As the Golden Girls' defence went to pot. Into the air. It should have been a simple touch and clearance for Watford, but it ended up at the feet of Amy Wavin. Once again, there was Veronika Baranovska to deny the Red and Green Girls and keep a clean sheet intact. But how long will it last for? Wavin, shot charge down, comes up to Jeffries. Could have been a high boot there. Jeffries looks and loves the goalkeeper. It's hit the net, but it's hit the rear end of the net, unfortunately, and it will remain 0-0. It wouldn't be the first time that we've seen Jeffries hit the back of the net from there. You could forget that last minute, last day goal against Lewis to rack up 4th place for Coventry United ladies last season. Watford's passing hasn't been fantastic so far, but Austin gives the ball back to Baker, who looks for a Fuqua on the right hand side. And look at that, a powerful barge by Nikki Miles. Channeling her inner Gandalf there. You shall not pass, says Miles. Heading up for the throw is Sammy Holsworth, playing it right back today. Good chest control held off by Austin. Back to Holsworth. Cross deflected off. Rose McDonald off the head of Austin, but comes out to Ward. Charged down again. United can't clear their lines. Seems to be a problem for both sides at the moment, and it's put into the hands of Sue Wood by Katie O'Leary, but the offside flag was raised as O'Leary stabbed it towards the Red and Green's net. Well, let's get you a latest score from the Butts Park Arena in the Build-Based FA Vast first round proper. Coventry United versus Wednesfield. It remains scoreless there. Rolls to McDonald on the left, takes on Holsworth. McDonald's low cross. Easy pickings for the Watford defence. But McDonald not giving up, trying to dispossess Holsworth, sticking with the number 6 all the way. But the ball is away now. Headed down by Ward. There's Janice Austin to play it back to Sue Wood, who in turn lobs it to the right for Amber Hughes. She's able to hold Hughes off. And sent into touch by Georgie O'Halloran. The Red Green goes back underway once more, and it will be another throw-in. It's not been the quickest of starts, but you certainly understand that due to the tricky conditions. The rain has eased off for now, but it's still a very greasy, slippery surface at Kings Langley. Slided in by Amber Hughes, and now here's Jade Brooke to take advantage. Mass Gauntlet, McDonald on the left, covered up by a Fuqua, but she's found Rosie McDonald, who's trying herself. She may have been, but it was Sammy Holsworth who raced across the Yorkshire left back and blocked the effort into the box. Hughes again goes over to take it. Coventry lays next in action against, you guessed it, Watford in the FA Women's National League Southern Premier Division next week at Coventry Town FC. Gordon making the run at the near post. Comes on from, but ends up with Brook outside the box. Back to the left. Amber Hughes didn't quite track back enough. And Watford have the throw. Watford managed to take a few notes there as he tries to come up with a plan of how to slay the Red and Green Girls and book Watford's place in the next round. We're passing like that, they're not going to find it. Back with Sue Wood. Ward closes her down, but Wood is cool and calm under pressure. Laura McGlone still wearing that wrist cast. Lofted pass cleared. Here's Brook in the centre circle. McDonald. Hughes McDonald swap wings again. McDonald with a scuffed pass. Wavin was the intended target, but it won't get past O'Halloran. But O'Halloran can only return it to Rosie McDonald. Now Jay Brook. Brook covered off by Huggins. She needs support here. She's got Merritt and McDonald down line, but Brook goes alone. Nodded down by the defender for Mass Gauntlet! Destination bottom corner. Mazzy G strikes again. Jade Brook refused to give up. And once again, Watford failed to clear their line. And this time, the Red and Green Girls made them pay with a sublime, powerful strike by Masgorn that you knew it was going to take something special to beat Veronika Baranowska in the Watford net. And that was indeed something very special. It's Watford 0, Coventry United 1. And perfect timing, just as the Red and Green Girls go in front, Coventry United men's team have just gone in front. And wouldn't you know, it's the Shack attack, Shaquille McDonald, who has put Coventry United in front. Oh, what a time it is to be a Red and Green. Coventry United leading by 1-0 against Wethersfield, with Shaquille McDonald scoring the goal. And now Coventry United ladies leading Watford by 1-0. But as in both matches, there is still a very long way to go. We're not even halfway through the first half here at Kings Langley FC. But the Red and Green Girls do have that crucial lead. Can they hang on to it? Well, they may not hang on to it for very long, and they wouldn't have done if it wasn't for a brilliant stop with the legs of Sue Wood, with a Fuqua one-on-one with the United captain. But if there's one goalkeeper you want in the women's game, in that situation, it's Sue Wood. Ever composed, ever calm, ever collected. So 23 minutes gone. The FA Women's National League Cup. Today's broadcast sponsored by our good friends at Current, building bespoke software to increase sales and improve your business process. Head to current.it for more information. Throwing bounces onto the head of Wavin, but nodded into touch again by Watford's number 4, Emily Hill. If you're just joining us here on Coventry United TV, the game has just come to life through Mass Gauntlets. Austin, throw cut out by Holsworth. Ends up with opposite number 6. Tashmere, a bit of a shove there by the Watford number 11, Laura Baker. Referee allows it, and it will be another throw taken quickly by Austin. Gauntlet, now McGlone at centre back. Looks towards the right hand side, bounces onto the chest of Amber Hughes, takes it past Huggins, and the deflected pass goes out of play for a Coventry United corner. The final touch, I believe, coming off, I think that was Georgie O'Halloran. And the Red and Greens with another set piece to utilise. Amber Hughes takes the responsibilities once more with just McGlone and Miles tracking back. Watford keeping their number 17, Linda Afukwa, in the centre circle for a potential counter-attack. United will hope to ensure that that does not happen. Amy Wavin just about stopped on the line. And again, the Golden Girls goalkeeper, Baranowska, able to avoid disaster for Watford. As Wavin tries to loop it over the Watford number 1. Passed around the back line by Watford. Launch into the centre circle, but two heads to the ball by McGlone, brings it down. Brooke, Merritt. Now Austin at left back, or left centre back, I should say. McDonald lofted past. Good first touch by Lois Jeffries, but she's encased on that touchline. Can she take it around Hill? Yes, she can. McDonald, low cross, took a touch off Holsworth, but it finds the hands of Baranovska. Here's Afukwa, and tripped by a standing Tash Merritt, and the referee wants a word. Well, the Watford fans not too happy with Merritt's challenge. Afukwa took the ball past Merritt, but couldn't find a way around the former West Brom midfielder. And the referee is taking Merritt's name. Does seem a tiny bit harsh. It is Merritt's first infringement. And the referee obviously taking exception to a stern standing challenge. It's like trying to run through a rock, trying to run through Tash Merritt. It's not going to happen. It's probably going to hurt. Merritt, as United immediately intercept a rather tame free kick. Jeffries, crossfield ball, chested down by Laura McGlone, looking for Brook on the right-hand side, but the interception is made, and now it's Watford on the march, down the left-hand side, McGlone holding the Watford number 14. Watford none too happy about that. And another poor pass in the midfield allows Coventry United onto it. Watford's passing accuracy has not been perfect, well, far from perfect today. Their movement has been good, but once they get into those dangerous areas, they can't seem to find a teammate. That may well change now with Ward. Sliding in was Nikki Miles, a perfect side challenge, but it wasn't necessary. The linesman on this near side has flagged for offside, and the home faithful are not too pleased about it. Certainly was marginable. The Watford fans telling the assistant that they don't believe it was offside. 27 minutes gone here at Kings Langley FC in the FA Women's National League Cup. It's Watford Ladies 0, Coventry United Ladies 1. Maz Gauntlet, a low strike into the bottom corner from the edge of the box, giving Coventry United Ladies a slender advantage. Watford are having some promising runs, but can't seem to find their way into the box with the ball to feet. Whether it be consistent Coventry United defending or poor passing, the Hornets need to try and find another rung to their ladder. As the ball is sent towards the United penalty area, Nikki Miles back to Sue Wood, and a hasty first-time clearance. And it's gone further up than out as Janice Austin brings it under control on the left-hand side of the box. Tries to get a few more yards on it, but has to concede the throw just in front of Jay Bradford's dugout, deep into United territory. Ball towards the left-hand side of the penalty area was not what the Watford number 8 intended, I'm sure. And Laura McGlone's clearance is deflected into touch by Huggins for a Coventry United throw-in. So halfway into the United service, Nikki Miles. The throw-in is won by Hill. Seems to be a bit of a push on the back of Jade Brooke there. Referee allows it as it's volleyed upfield again. Merritt. Slice pass by Scanlon. Does find the teammate in Stockio down. It was aimed towards Ward. Austin was first to it, and a slide by Austin keeps the ball in somehow. Miles looked to play it out of danger. It's a lovely long field ball to Amy Warren. The slide by Lavin tries to keep it alive, but Stockio down to interception from behind. It's just what the doctor ordered. Huggins. On the left now, Watford trying to burst forward. And the lob pass to Ward, nodded to the touchline by Nikki Miles, and she's kept it in as well. Merritt to Jade Brooke. Perfectly weighted crossfield ball to Rosie McDonald. She'll take on Holsworth. Jeffries up line. Past the Foucault as well. But as McDonald tried to skip past the Foucault, it allowed Holsworth the chance to block McDonald from the ball, and as the left back try to find a way around Holsworth to the ball, the number 6 has gone down, and it's a Watford free kick. Half an hour played at Kings Langley FC. And it's still Watford Ladies 0, Coventry United Ladies 1. Highlights of today's match can be found on YouTube. Tomorrow morning, youtube.com/Coventry United TV is the place to find all of your men's and ladies highlights this season. Brooke evades the challenge and finds McGlone. Hughes, side to side with Hoggins. And it's a throw in. Hoggins sticking a leg in there and sending it out of play. So far, so good, you'd say, from Jay Bradford's side. The referee has called the throw back just as Hughes found Lewis Jeffries. The referee wants to take it a few yards further behind. And that has completely thrown United off track. The throw from Hughes, nodded down by Jade Brooke, intended to find Hughes again, but it bounces beyond the United winger, and it will be a Watford goal kick. So a reminder of the score at the Woods Park Arena in the Build-based FA Vars. Coventry United 1, Wednesfield 0. So both Coventry United sides in the lead at the moment. Again, still plenty of football to be played. Another hour of action at least here at Kings Langley FC. If it ends all square after 90 minutes, we will go to extra time and potentially penalties. United hassling and harrying the Watford defence all the way, but the Golden Girls have come out with the ball and a bit of space to work with down the right side for Holsworth. But there's Austin, who's giving it straight to Ward. Defensive calamity from Chanice Austin, but Sue Wood averts disaster for the red and green girls, diving down low and sending Helen Ward's effort beyond the post. But Chanice Austin nearly gifted the Golden Girls a goal. With that sort of position, you probably would have bet more money on Helen Ward to score than Sue Wood to save. They take nothing away from Wood. It was a fantastic piece of goalkeeping. Closing off the space for Ward and ensuring the ball did not go beyond the United captain. The danger not over yet. Well, it is now. And there's Wood to pick up the ball. So they have Lois Jeffries. Watford try and keep it under control in their own final third. They've lost out to Rosie McDonnell. Cleared up line as far as Afukwa. Down the right for Afukwa. Cross charge down by Chanice Austin on the right hand side of the penalty area. Squared. Watford are not done yet. There it goes in and flicks off the head of the Watford number 14. But it skews wide. The cross from Afukwa. And the header by Katie O'Leary. Nearly the perfect combination for Watford. Here's Gauntlett in the midfield. To the right. Watford again intercept. Into the centre circle. Lofted ball looking for Afukwa. Wood's off a line. And Sue Wood again able to preserve her clean sheet as Afukwa looked to square it for Ward in the penalty area. Wood was off her line, focusing more on Afukwa than Ward as Afukwa tried to find her teammate in the centre. Wood stretching just far enough to stop the ball from finding the Watford striker. Merritt. Pass towards the penalty area, easily intercepted. Ball retention has not been great from either side so far. Feels of a foul between the two number 11s. Referee does not want to know. Here's Amber Hughes, skips past one challenge and a second. Slides in on a third, but it ends up with Varanovska The Watford manager not too happy that a free kick has been given to Coventry United as Amber Hughes, able to dodge 2 challenges, slides in on a third, doesn't collect the ball. At least the referee may have thought that there was a potential infringement on Hughes, maybe a push, something like that. It looked like it was a perfectly good challenge on Hughes, but the referee deciding something different. Merritt and Gauntlet. Who will it be? Matt's already got one under her belt today. Will she fancy a chance of a second, or will Merritt have a go? It's Merritt to Gauntlet! Inches over. Merritt with the setup, tapping it to the United striker, Mass Gauntlet. The United player could not keep it down that time. Merritt. And McGlone. Hughes. They're passing it around well. Here's Nikki Miles. Floated over to the left, looks for Rose McDonald, won't find her that time. Around 10 minutes until half time. Front line from the Watford right back. United throw. As it was Scanlon who touched it over. Austin's throw up line. Brought down by Wathen. Jeffries. Looks to the right. Sees Amber Hughes. Picks out Hughes beautifully. It's Amber Hughes. Looks to make it 2 for United into the gut of Baranowska. Straight at the Watford number 1. Well, you must say, lovely lob ball by Lois Jeffries to find Hughes. The effort from the United number 7. Either side of Baranowska would have caused them issues. McDonald goes to ground under the challenge of Holsworth. Referee says it's all good. And now Watford will continue on their path. Inside Austin. That's a throw into Watford. The Golden Girls knocking on the door. Can they prise it open? Throw off the head of Austin. Swing and a miss by Gauntlet. Now Ward. Second crossing opportunity, takes it around Gauntlet. Headed clear by Jade Brooke. And the volleyed effort high into the sky and then down into the hands of Wood. The ball in straight with the number 1 for Watford. Not the best of goal kicks for Coventry United. Holsworth. Super League side trying to find the equaliser before the break. Here's Ward forced towards the United technical area, and that allows Nikki Miles to come away with the ball after Ward tried to keep it in. Offside claims against Wathen. The ball didn't reach her. Slide by Merritt. Great shielding there on McDonald, but United left able to just about keep it in. Jeffries now Gauntlet. Here's Jade Brooke. Laura McGlone. Just trying to calm things down now. Hughes heads into a more central location. Gauntlet. Now Rosie McDonald. Holsworth holds her off well. Bit of a shirt pull there by McDonald. Holsworth goes to ground and the free kick is given. Rightly so. We head towards half-time. We will be taking a short break here on CUTV to swap over the batteries on the laptop to be sure we can bring you the second half of this match in full. So look for the new live stream on the Coventry United TV commentary channel after half-time. Watford clear their lines up towards Lauren McGlone at centre-back for Coventry United, part of that back three. Hughes. Short range pass to Brooke. Space on the right for Amber. Hughes has to stretch to keep it in. And she doesn't retain it for long. In goes Huggins. But it is a United throw. Foul throw, says the ref. So it will be reversed and given to Watford. Watford trying to limit the damage at this point. Their main threat seems to be on the counter. Here's a Fuqua. Looked to be offside there, but the referee's playing on. And again, the passing in the final third lets Watford down, ward the intended target, but there was Miles to pick up the pieces. As the rain belts down on Kings Langley again, here come Watford once more. Ward will pick that one up in the penalty area. Real opportunity for Watford, deflected past the net, and a corner ball. Delivery in from the right, and a comfortable catch for Sue Wood. Off a line to claim the ball before a Fuqua could do any damage with it. There's McDonald in space, bounces past the United leper. She'll catch up to it and race past the Watford number 8, but she runs into another Watford defender. The home side coping well so far. United look to change that. It's a fantastic ball by Gauntlet, and McDonald should reach it. She does indeed. Holds off Huggins, and the slide takes it out of play for a Coventry United throw. Alicia Stocchio down, intervening before it could reach Jade Brooke. And there's been 2 more goals at the Butts Park Arena. United now lead by 3 goals to 0, and there's been a goal for debutant Aaron Solomon. Brooke denies Watford the chance to break free. Great footwork by the veteran midfield. Looks to slide it in for Amber Hughes. I think it's taken the touch there of Danielle Scanlon into the hands of Baranowska. Gauntlet was heading into the back there of a Fuqua. She's got the ball away. But the second time of asking, Gauntlet does send a Fuqua to her knees. And the referee asking Gauntlet to calm things down as we head towards the 45th minute. A Fuqua can't find a way around Austin, and Austin leaps over the leg of Merritt as United streak down the left with Amber Hughes past Holsworth, looks for the through ball to Lois Jeffries, and it won't reach her. Red and green girls keep this advantage intact. Down the right side for Ward. Options in the centre. Helen Ward. And it's an unchallenged interception by Laura McGlone. Amber Hughes strides into Watford territory, but again the passing. And it's going to play for the throw-in as Holsworth slides in on Amber Hughes. Gauntlet, and there's space for Waven into the area. An uncontrolled slide, and that's Lewis Jeffries. Gauntlet maybe lining up for a second long range effort. Didn't get the chance to do so. Clearance onto the head of Janice Austin. Merit to Miles. Here's Laura McGlone. Gauntlet was, Wavin, I should say, was offside. The calls from the Watford fans were right. She was offside, but it wasn't heading anywhere. And that's the end of the first half here on Coventry United TV. Half-time score in the FA Women's National League Cup. It's Watford Ladies 0, Coventry United 1. And we'll be back in around 10 minutes here with live commentary of the second half on Coventry United TV.